How are you, my dear students? I hope everyone is okay and also safe and safe. Today I am going to start our new topics and also the new chapter. Our new chapter is the co-ordination and it's also the another chapter is chapter 10. Here is the co-ordination. I also just explained about the phytohormones or the plant growth substances. Here the plant growth substances, there are the another structure, basically auxins, gibberellin, cytokines and phytohormones. Please everyone see the books and see the first topic is 10.1.1. Here's the explain about the phytohormones. First, explain the co-ordination system in plants. Here the co-ordination system in plants first. Like animal, different physiological activities are simultaneously and continuously carried out in a plant cell. These activities are accomplished through some systems, the methods. The coordination of physiological activities is an essential act. If there is no coordination in plant life, many abnormalities will arise. Here, basically, if there are some lackings of the phytohormones or the coordination, there are very and also the abnormalities in the plant's life. Here, in the lifespan of a plant, the stages in the life cycle. Here's the life cycle. First structure is the germination. I also short brief. First structure is the germination. Another is the growth and development. And the another structure is the growth and development. Here's the flowering and development of fruit. Then the structure is the flowering and the development of fruits and the aging. And the last structure is the aging, dormancy, etc. And next structure is the aging and dormancy structure. Here this structure is basically the plant life cycle. Here's the plant's life cycle. The significance of weather and climate factors on the process is notable. With the growth and movement, the different physiological activities in plants are complexes and ceaseless. Despite this, these activities are accomplished following special regulations and systems. One activity does not interrupt another in any way. Basically, every structure is the main structure for plant life. There is the another structure can't interrupt another in any way. Through the evolution of lab-grown years, such type of delicate coordination has earned. Now, please everyone see the books and the phytohormones. What is the phytohormones and also the hormones? Here the first structure is the hormones. The biochemical substances which is produced in the plant body and regulates growth and development of the plant, and the formation of different organ is called a hormone. Here's the plant hormone. Plant hormone is called the phytohormone. Here I just write this, the phytohormone. Phyto, P-H-Y-T-O. Basically phyto, it comes from the Latin words. Phyto means another structure is the plant. Here the another name is the phytohormone. Here's the phytohormones. Some describe phytohormones as plant growth substances. According to the most scientists and chemical substance being produced in cells and translocated to other distant cells, the controls their activities and the substances are called hormones. Every cell of a plant has the ability to produce hormones. Yes, every cell in the plant is also the ability to grow plant cells or the plant phytohormones. The main natural phytohormones are: first is the auxin, another is the gibberellin, cytokine, ethylene, abscisic acid, etc. The hormones which are usually found in plant are gibberellin, cytokine and also the abscisic acid. Hormones are not plant nutrients, but it regulates the activities of the plant. Next, other than the hormones mentioned above, there are some other hormones which could not be separated or identified. Another name is the postulated hormones. Here the postulated hormones, they are not identified where it grows and which come from. Basically postulated hormones, yes, florigine and vanillin. Here's the two structure. First is the florigine and second structure is the vanillin. First is the florigine and the another structure is the vanillin. There are the basically structure or types of the postulated hormones. In the florigine and the vanillin are the main hormones of this type. It is presumed the florigine is found at the leaves and big strands located to the base of the petiole transforms the vegetative buds into floral buds. So, florigine helps in the plants and it is also the helps the flowering. Our next topics and our next structure is the main phytohormones are mentioned below. First is the auxin. I just see this. What is the auxin and which is the describe that? Basically, Charles Darwin first discovered the first phytohormones and later Kogel and Hegel-Schnick called it auxin. Charles Darwin studied the effect of light on the coleopteles of plants. When the light shines on one side of the coleopteles, it turns towards the source of light. But in darkness, it grows erectly. I just draw this. What's happened is the presence of auxins. Here's the auxins. These plants, with the presence of light, this structure, when the light sheds, then the structure is this types, and when there is no light, this structure is basically these types. Basically, auxins help. This substance is auxin. After the application of auxin, roots grow and grafted buds, preventing the premature shedding of fruits. In plant cells, the movement of auxin happens downwards. The rate of osmosis and respiration is increased due to the auxin. It also plays a role in producing fruits without seeds. The first structure is auxin, which discovered scientists Charles Darwin, Hegel-Schnick and the Hegel. Our another topic is the gibberelli. Which forms of the gibberelli? Basically gibberelli, the causal organism of Bacani. Bacani disease, basically it's also the fungal disease of rice, is a kind of fungus which causes an overgrowth of the rice plant, and organic substances can be extracted from it, due to which the overgrowth of rice plant occurs. Thus, substances is gibberelli. Most of the gibberellis are found in mature seeds, but they are also traced in seedlings, cotyledons and meristematic regions of the leaves. Elongation of the internodes are influenced by the phytohormones, so the plant grows excessively in length. If this hormone is applied to a standlet plant, it grows more on length than a normal plant would. It plays a role in blooming flowers and in shortening the period of dormancy is needed and seeds and germination. Dear students, I just draw this structure. What's happened is the presence of gibberelli. First structure, I just draw the nodes. These nodes also this structure when gibberellin is also present. These nodes and internodes is also grow the length. Then the next structure is the cytokine. Which types of the cytokine? I just explained about the cytokine. Cytokine is found in fruits. cereals and water of green coconuts. It is also found in the roots of some plants. This generally stimulates the process of cell division mixed in different levels of concentrations with oxygen. The hormones also plays a role in the growth and organs and in delaying the aging process. During the cell division, cytokinesis occurs in a cell because of the effect of cytokine. Basically, cytokine it also helps the endosperm growth. Basically, endosperm is also the juiciest structure. Our next structure is the ethylene. Which types of the ethylene? Basically, ethylene is a gaseous substance. Here, the hormone is a gaseous substance. It helps the fruits to ripen. It is also found in fruits, flowers, seeds, leaves, and roots. Ethylene breaks dormancy in seeds and buds. It also plays a role in the growth of seedlings by stems growth and triggers in initiation of growing flowers and fruits. Ethylene accelerates the shadings of leaf, flowers and fruits. It is also used to ripen fruit artificially. Basically, ethylene is also the famous basically academically on the economically structure. Ethylene and our uses of hormones. Auxin and other hormones help in growing roots in graft tissues. A kind of auxin named indole acetic acid or IAA, the another structure of hormones. Basically, indole acetic acid improves the effectiveness of cambium. As a result, uncontrolled cell clusters are developed and the injuries and healed up. By applying auxin, the shadings of fruit is delayed. Auxin and gibberellin are also used in producing fruits without seeds. Dear students, I also explain about the plant hormones. These plant hormones is the another name is the phytohormones or chemical substances. Our next structure is growth. Basically growth, there are basically three types of growth on the basis of the rhythm of light and dark in plants. Plants are divided into three categories. First category is the short day plant, second is the long day plant, and the third is the day natural plant. Basically, first structure is the short day plant. Average daily photoperiod of 8 to 12 hours is required for flowering. For example, garland, chrysanthemum, and dahlia. It's also the short day plant. It's also ratio the 8 to 12 hours. Long day plant. Average daily photoperiod of 12 to 16 hours is required for flowering. For example, lettuce and ginga. And the third is the day neutral plant. Basically, day neutral plant photoperiod has no role or flowering. For example, garden cucumber and sunflower. Now, I just explain about the movement. Which types of movement? Basically, there are two types of the movement, photoperiodic movement or phototropism. Here's the photoperiodic movement. Basically, photoperiodic movement is a kind of movement of cultivator. Again I also explain. Photoperiodic movement is a kind of movement of cultivator. The stem and branches of a plant always moves towards light and the root always moves away from light. The movement of the stems towards light is called positive phototropism, and the movement of root away from the light is called the negative phototropism. Basically, it's also depends the sunlight. When it's also the sunlight, that is also the positive phototropism. And the another is the movement of root away from is the photonegative phototropism. Dear students, today I just explain only the short briefly about the plant growth substances or the phytohormones and also the coordination of plant. Thank you.